Teacher Talking Sports, what it does, would do how we live in. Almost all of last season, we were hearing how T. Higgins, in all likelihood, would not be a Cincinnati Bengal after this season. They had to pay Jamar Chase a ton of money. How would they be able to afford Higgins as well, who wasn't gonna ask for as much money as Chase, but definitely sees himself as a number one receiver, even though he doesn't play that role on the Bengals. But now we know that both are in it for the long haul. Of course, Higgins was franchise tagged, but now he has signed a long-term deal. So this is via ESPN. Bengals reach extensions with wide receivers Jamar Chase, T. Higgins via Ben Baby. I believe he's their Bengals writer. But anyhow, Chase and T. Higgins told Fox Sports on Sunday they've agreed to contract extensions. Chase agreed to a 4-year, $161 million deal that included $112 million guaranteed. While Higgins agreed to a 4-year, $115 million deal that is guaranteed for the first 2 years. So, yes, Chase slightly breaks Myles Garrett short-lived record for highest average annual salary for a non-quarterback. I mentioned, I forget it was a video or in a short, how the Myles Garrett deal, you wonder if Jamar Chase was going to try to top that, and he did just barely, but nonetheless he was able to. So we see here is $40.3 million, actually 40.25, right? Yeah, $40.25 million. They round up, but. Yeah, you see, it's pretty wide margin lead for Chase and Garrett. Justin Jefferson had that record, and it has since been topped by 3 players. Nick Bosa actually had it for a short time as well. Also mentions we see here, and this is the interesting one. So the highest combined average per year by wide receiver duo. So Chase and T. Higgins will now have a combined average per year salary of $69 million, $10 million higher than any other wide receiver duo. I see the Dolphins and the Eagles just won the Super Bowl with it, but that's a $12 million difference. Of course, Jamar Chase was absolutely incredible last season, winning the wide receiver triple crown, 127 catches, 1,708 yards, 17 receiving touchdowns. So many expect him to easily become the highest paid wide receiver, and he has done that. Meanwhile, T. Higgins has been productive, but really hasn't had that healthy season, not really since his rookie year. I believe, yes, 2022 was a 17-game season, I believe. Was that the first? No, I'm sorry, that was a 16-game season. All right, so 2023 was the first season, 17 games. But, so he's played 2 out of his 5 seasons, fall. But, last season missed 5 games. The year before that missed 5 games. Still mighty productive last year. 911 catches and 10 touchdowns. But yeah, a guy that you could probably pencil in for at least missing a game or 2. But yes, the Cincinnati Bengals lock up 2 of their star wide receivers. I'm sure Joe Burrow is ecstatic today, but I'm not saying Bengals fans shouldn't be happy. Of course they should, but, should there be a little skepticism involved, because we know the Bengals defense was atrocious last year, and that was with the sacks leader Trey Hendrickson. Will Trey Hendrickson even be a member of the Cincinnati Bengals for the upcoming season? But yes, putting so much money into the wide receivers, and Joe Burrow has a substantial contract as well. Will that affect their ability to field a much improved defense? Only time will tell if this is a smart strategy by the Bengals. But yes, they got their top 2 wide receivers locked up for the next few seasons at least. Anyhow, don't forget to subscribe. Tell a friend to subscribe. Like the video, share the video, hit the bell for notifications. I'm out.